Welcome to the Fatal Attraction Podcast. Our return is getting closer, and before we kick off a brand new season, we're revisiting another story that continues to spark conversation long after the episode ends. Thank you for spending part of your summer with us and for being part of the Fatal Attraction Podcast community. We can't wait to share what's ahead. Now, here's Fatal Attraction. A Detroit, Michigan mother of 5 is determined to change her life for herself and her family when one day, while running a simple errand, she disappears without a trace, leaving her family devastated. Her sudden vanishing has created a shrouded mystery, and everyone is grappling with the haunting question, what happened to her? As the search intensifies, hope battles against despair. What happens when love becomes fatal? This is the Fatal Attraction Podcast with Resurfaced Secrets.
March 8th, 2018. It's early Thursday morning in Detroit, Michigan, America's Motor City.
Detroit has had its ups and downs throughout the years. The automotive industry really produced our middle class, but as those jobs left and went overseas, the economy sunk, and so did Detroit.
There's a lot of crime in Detroit for sure, and it's basically because of the economic system, it's because of the poor schooling, parents are losing homes. When you have those things mixed up together, there's definitely gonna be crime.
But that's not all of Detroit. Most people in Detroit are just your average people working hard and trying to take care of their families and live a good life.
But even hardworking families aren't immune to crime. It's a little after 1 a.m. when Alicia McQueen's sister returns to the Midtown apartment she shares with a mother of 5.
She got home and immediately noticed that Alicia wasn't there.
Alicia? Alicia, you here?
She's wondering, where's my sister?
Alicia's children are there asleep.
This isn't like her to leave her 5 kids at home alone.
She's calling Alicia, calling her sister back to back to back, and getting no response.
Worried, she wakes up Alicia's oldest daughter.
Hey, honey. Where's your mom?
I don't know. Has she not come back yet?
No.
The little girl says that her mother had stepped out to run an errand hours ago.
Hey, baby. Mommy will be right back. I'm going to the store, okay?
She says she was going to the convenience store, but I haven't heard from her since.
Okay, you just go back to sleep. Everything's gonna be all right, okay?
But Alicia's sister fears everything is far from all right.
It's not often you see a mother leave her children and not contact someone or return. That puts up an immediate red flag.
Alicia, it's me again. Call me when you get this, okay? I'm worried.
She left out the door, and then she was gone. Simply gone.
Teen mom Alicia Holloway refused to let her circumstances define her.
Alicia had her first child as a teenager, but instead of seeing it as an obstacle, she took the challenge head on.
She really embraced motherhood and wanted to give the best life possible to her daughter. The relationship with the father of her child, unfortunately, didn't work out. He wasn't ready for the responsibility of parenthood, so she decided to raise her child on her own.
But Alicia wouldn't be a single mother for very long.
At around 18, Alicia was a young mom with a lot of responsibilities, but that didn't stop her from exploring the dating scene.
You look so beautiful. Oh my God, look at you.
She meets this gentleman named Gregory. They fell in love very quickly.
Not only was Gregory good looking, but he was older and making pretty good money. He could give her the support she needed, both financially and emotionally.
Soon, the couple was tying the knot.
They went on to get married. This was the man of her dreams.
Once they were together, the family grew and grew.
By the time she was 27, she and Gregory had 4 children together.
She had 5 beautiful children.
She really loved being a mom.
And she was with someone she loved.
This man was everything she was looking for.
But eventually, reality intruded.
Being married and having 5 children, sometimes the stresses of life could really get to you.
Especially since being a stay-at-home mom meant Gregory was the only one bringing money in.
Where'd you get that?
I got it on Friday. Thank you.
How much was it?
Really? Here we go again.
Here we go.
Yes, here we go again.
Alicia was very dependent on him, and that caused a lot of strife in the marriage.
Those things can build a huge barrier.
Relationships, they don't always work out the way we think.
At 27, a lot of times people are just figuring out what their life looks like. You don't really know yourself. When have you had a chance to really find out who you are?
At the beginning of 2018, Alicia decided to take that chance.
Alicia left the relationship. She moved in with her sister and brought her 5 children.
It was a daunting challenge.
If you're in this thing alone and raising children, then you start to feel like I've got people that I have to support, I have to take care of, I have to make sure that they're good.
But now, instead of facing that challenge head on, Alicia's sister has come home to find Alicia gone.
Alicia, it's me again. Call me when you get this, okay? I'm worried.
Something definitely is going on.
It was not like her to leave children unattended.
Alicia's sister spends hours on the phone trying to track her down.
No one else heard from Alicia. They didn't know where she could have been.
Soon after sunrise, Alicia's sister decides to take the matter to the Detroit Police Department's 3rd precinct.
She goes down to the police department to file a missing person report.
I need to file a missing persons report for my sister, Alicia. She went to the store last night and never came home.
The children not being checked on or provisions being made for the children, that would cause immediate concern for law enforcement.
It has to be absolutely horrifying to have a young woman that's missing in the city of Detroit, because there's any number of things that can happen.
Carjackings, break-ins, and unfortunately murders.
But Alicia's sister suspects her disappearance isn't some random crime.
Her daughter, she told me something else.
And she sent me this weird message.
She received a text from her mother that was really cryptic.
Shortly after Alicia left, she texted her daughter F-150.
That's the type of truck her estranged husband, Gregory, drove.
Stay tuned as we continue to uncover hidden truths. This is the Fatal Attraction Podcast.
Mother of 5, Alicia McQueen had left her husband Gregory and was starting over.
It takes a lot of strength and a lot of courage to break away from a situation like that where you feel that you're financially dependent on someone.
But has Alicia's new beginning come to a sudden end?
After Alicia went missing, her sister went to the police and filed a report.
She hasn't heard from Alicia all night long.
This isn't like her to leave her 5 kids at home alone.
And she fears that Alicia's estranged husband Gregory may have something to do with her sister's disappearance.
Her daughter, she told me something else. She received this weird text from Alicia after she left.
All she had was a cryptic message that said F-150.
It was the text message describing the vehicle, the very vehicle that he drives.
Alicia's sister thinks there was only one reason she would have sent that text.
She wanted someone to know where she was.
Why?
She was afraid of him.
Alicia's sister says there had been a lot of issues in their marriage.
What sort of issues?
Well, He was abusive.
There was even physical abuse in the marriage.
According to Alicia's sister, the abuse had been going on for a while.
It didn't start off that way. It rarely does. Domestic violence is a type of disease almost in a relationship. It starts off small, but it appears to progress over time.
You run it by me first. Do you understand me? Huh?
Yes.
Where you going?
Just to the store.
You better be right back.
It's really a vicious cycle and very hard, unfortunately, to get out of.
Despite the challenges, Alicia had found the strength to leave Gregory, moving her 5 kids into her sister's apartment.
Fortunately for her, she had a family that was willing to support her and bring her in.
But that didn't mean she was safe.
Transition from an abusive relationship is probably the most dangerous point in that relationship. So often abusers do not react well to transition.
The more they want to change and get away from that marriage, the harder the aggressor will dig in.
It can escalate things to where you have a violent outcome.
And according to Alicia's sister, more violence is precisely what Gregory had resorted to.
It only got worse after she moved in with me. He wouldn't leave her alone.
What kind of things was he doing? Was he showing up? Was he calling her?
Worse.
Alicia's sister told officers that one night when she had gotten out of the shower and went into her room, she found a man with a ski mask waiting for her.
The man grabbed her and forced her onto the bed.
Then he put a gun to her head.
She thought she was gonna be raped or killed.
But Alicia had heard the commotion and rushed into the room.
He pistol whipped them both.
The man fled soon after, and Alicia had called the police.
When the police arrived, they had found that the screen on the bedroom window had been cut and the window had been forced open.
And you're sure it was Gregory?
Alicia was.
Alicia knows her husband by the mannerisms.
When you're with a person for as long as they have been together, you know how that person moves, their gait, their walk, the way that they do things. So she knew that this was Gregory.
She could see it in his eyes.
Why Gregory had done it was no mystery.
When they have lost control over that person, that turns to violence in order to try to regain that control over that person. How dare you leave me? What do you mean you're leaving me? So he breaks in and he beats her and her sister.
But if Gregory had intended to scare Alicia back into his arms, the plan had gone horribly wrong.
Gregory was arrested for assault and home invasion.
But was his arrest the end of Alicia's trouble, or just the beginning?
He was released on bond.
A week later, Alicia disappeared.
Stay tuned as this tragic story continues to unfold. This is the Fatal Attraction Podcast.
Police have learned that a month before Alicia McQueen disappeared, her estranged husband Gregory had broken into the apartment where she was staying with her sister and violently assaulted them.
Gregory McQueen allegedly broke into the home wearing a mask and then pistol whipped them both. And Alicia pressed charges against him.
Gregory had been arrested and charged with the assault, but had gotten out of jail a week before Alicia disappeared.
He was released on bond.
His case was still pending, and Alicia would most likely be the star witness against him.
He was thinking that he couldn't be identified, but she knew exactly who he was.
Did that give Gregory motive to make Alicia disappear? Her sister is all but certain that's the case.
Her sister was worried that something like this might happen, that he wouldn't be able to handle it and come after Alicia.
And it could be more than just a hunch.
Alicia's daughter did say she got a text from her mother that said F-150. That's the type of truck her estranged husband, Gregory, drove.
This could have been Alicia's attempt to let her family know where she was and who she was meeting.
All right, ma'am. I'll get this over to our detectives, and someone will contact you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
After passing the report over to detectives, a quick search of DMV records confirms that Gregory does own an F-150 pickup truck. But does that mean Alicia's sister is onto something? Or is it merely a coincidence?
The Ford F-150 is a very popular truck. There's a lot of them on the road.
Hoping for more info, detectives head to the convenience store Alicia had told her daughter she was going to when she left the apartment.
Clerk says, yes, Alicia comes here all the time.
However, the clerk also says that Alicia never came in that Wednesday night.
Maybe she didn't go where she had claimed that she had gone.
Or maybe she never made it to the store.
After speaking with the clerk, the detectives reviewed the store's surveillance camera from Wednesday night.
Approximately 8 p.m., they do notice an F-150 circling the area numerous times.
That's right around the time Alicia had left to go to the store.
With the history of abuse between Gregory and Alicia, and the text about the F-150, which Gregory drives, the police say, we have to talk to Gregory.
When detectives ask Gregory to come in for an interview, he says he's already heard Alicia is missing.
Can't believe this.
He says, I've been really concerned.
When was the last time you saw her?
Wednesday night.
Gregory admitted that he did meet up with Alicia about 8 o'clock.
Hey.
Hey.
He also explained why the detectives found a video of his truck circling the neighborhood.
My sister don't like me too much. I'm not supposed to be over there.
However, Gregory says that he and Alicia were trying to work things out.
He said he did pick up Alicia, and they drove to Commonwealth Street.
Commonwealth Street.
We're trying to find a quiet place so we could talk.
What about?
Well, you know, I got these assault charges.
According to Gregory, their conversation had gone well.
He says she was going to let me off the hook.
She had been talking to him, thinking that maybe they could get back together.
He said he's sorry. It's not going to happen again. We love each other.
It's like old times, right?
Yeah.
He also says there was no doubt that Alicia still had feelings for him.
Gregory says they got intimate.
In the truck.
Yeah.
He acknowledges that he had sex with her.
Afterwards, Gregory says he'd driven Alicia most of the way home.
I'll call you later, okay?
All right.
He says she wanted to be dropped off a few blocks away from the apartment.
She said she didn't want her sister to see her with me. Said she'd never hear the end of it.
According to Gregory, Alicia said that her sister just wouldn't understand.
In the interview, Gregory certainly sounds like a concerned husband.
He says to the detective, I really didn't want her to walk through Midtown by herself.
But you dropped her off anyway.
Yeah, I didn't want to get into an argument.
He says he called her to make sure that she made it home.
But she didn't answer.
Tried reaching out to her a few times. Even reached out to her neighbor Denise to see if she's seen her.
Denise lived upstairs from Alicia and her sister, and Gregory said that they hung out from time to time.
Hey, Denise, it's Greg. Just calling to see if you saw Alicia.
Denise says she hasn't heard from her either.
It leaves you wondering if something happened to Alicia in the few blocks between her apartment and where Gregory supposedly dropped her off.
Or could there be a simpler explanation?
Detective directly asked Gregory, did you do something to Alicia?
I just told you we're trying to patch things up.
He says, I didn't do anything to her. I saw her, she didn't make it home. That's all I know about it.
Well, what'd you do after you dropped her off?
Nothing. And he said, well, I went home, watched some TV, and I went to bed.
And he says he can prove it.
You don't believe me?
At that point, he takes his leg,
Check this.
puts it right on the table, lifts up his pant leg.
He says, I have an ankle bracelet here. I have this tether on.
It was a 24-hour monitor that would tell authorities where he had been.
Stay tuned for more of the Fatal Attraction podcast.
Alicia McQueen's estranged husband Gregory has told detectives he had nothing to do with the mother of five's mysterious disappearance.
He admitted that he had seen Alicia the night she disappeared. But after they had met up and had sex in his truck, he says that he went home and spent the night alone.
The detectives asked Gregory, can you prove it? And he says, I sure can. And he puts his leg on the table and shows his ankle monitor.
Charged with a prior assault on Alicia and her sister, he says he's been wearing the monitor ever since his release on bond a week earlier.
Free to go.
Records from Gregory's monitor confirm exactly what he told them.
Everything he said was true.
According to the monitor, he left Midtown around 9 o'clock and went straight home, but didn't leave until the next day.
When detectives follow up with Alicia's neighbor Denise, she also confirms that Gregory had reached out to her on the evening Alicia disappeared.
Hi, Denise. I just wanted to ask you a few questions.
She says yes. Gregory did call me that evening about 10 p.m. and checked on Alicia.
So why did he call you?
Well, he knows Alicia comes up here and hangs around sometimes.
Denise says that she and Alicia had become close since Alicia needed someone to talk to besides her sister.
Specifically, Denise says that Alicia confided that she and Gregory had been trying to patch things up.
She admits that Alicia had been talking to Gregory behind her sister's back for some time now.
Alicia said that he was really sorry about what happened. He was trying to change.
However, while Alicia still had feelings for Gregory, Denise reveals he may not have been the only man in her life.
Denise also says Alicia had been spending some time with a childhood friend.
His name is Tavon Lewis.
Okay, so were they dating?
Well, they have been hanging out a lot.
Denise says she doesn't know if anything's going on with Tavon and Alicia.
Thank you for your time. We'll be in touch.
However, if there is, could Tavon have something to do with Alicia's disappearance?
If she was seeing Tavon and Gregory at the same time, maybe Gregory found out about it.
After talking to Denise, detectives arranged for Tavon Lewis to come in for an interview.
They asked him, what does he know about the situation? Did he know Alicia was missing? And he said, yes, he's heard about it.
But he denies that he and Alicia were anything other than friends.
I came up with both of them. It's not like that.
Tavon said that he knew Alicia and her sister for so long that he thought of them as his own sisters.
Although he does say he'd been happy when Alicia finally left Gregory.
Why's that?
Well, I knew they had trouble, and Greg wasn't good for her.
Okay. When did you last see Alicia?
He said, I hadn't talked to her in over a week and a half.
When detectives asked where he was on Wednesday night, he had an immediate answer.
He says, I was at work working third shift.
I mean, you can ask my supervisor if you want.
All right, we'll do that.
After the interview, detectives follow up with his employer, and his alibi checks out.
His time card, his supervisors, and coworkers all put him at work at the time Alicia disappeared.
He couldn't have done it.
The investigation appears to be at an impasse.
The police, they don't know where to go from there. Did someone else take her?
They had to be missing something. She didn't just vanish on her own.
With no new leads, detectives impound Gregory's truck and have a forensics team go over it.
There wasn't much in there. Just some work tools, some dry cement, buckets, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Although a black light does reveal some telltale stains on the upholstery.
There was some fluids that were in the back seat.
Detectives got a DNA sample from Alicia's toothbrush. They also got a DNA sample from Gregory. And they compared the samples to the swabs from the upholstery.
The DNA on the upholstery matches the DNA in Alicia's toothbrush and with Gregory.
But there was nothing to indicate Alicia had met with foul play in the truck.
It doesn't become a homicide until there's some real indication of a homicide. For instance, blood.
Once again, Gregory's account of the evening appears to check out.
He did tell the detectives that they had sex that night in his truck.
Detectives keep looking for Alicia, but as days turn into weeks, the case grows cold.
It's been over a month, and there's no more leads.
They have no hard evidence.
But the sense that something terrible had happened to Alicia grows with each passing day.
After 4 or 5 months, I can just imagine what that family was going through, what her children were going through.
All those what-ifs are constantly circling in a person's mind as to what happened to my loved one.
They should have surfaced by now. They should have resurfaced.
Although resurfacing is no guarantee that someone is still alive.
Like, move some of the stuff around, check out the area over here. I'm gonna check this out over here.
Dad,
Yeah!
what is that?
What?
Right there.
Hey, go back to the truck.
Stay tuned as this tragic story continues to unfold. This is the Fatal Attraction Podcast.
Almost 6 months after Alicia McQueen vanished, a man and his daughter in an industrial suburb of Detroit, Michigan, have made a horrifying discovery.
Dad,
Yeah!
what is that?
We're out looking for a place to go-kart in Ecorse, Michigan, about 20 minutes outside of Detroit.
Go back to the truck.
They run across a hand, a skeletal hand in the field.
The man calls 911, and police arrive on the scene within minutes.
They have an idea that it's a woman because of the acrylic fingernails that are attached to the hand.
There was no flesh left on the fingers.
Police cordon off the area and start a methodical search.
Now the police have to determine, are there more body parts out here? Are there more bodies out here?
The site was an old factory that had been torn down. There was scattered concrete and bushes everywhere.
Over the next several days, investigators recover more body parts.
The remains were scattered amongst the overgrowth and debris, but added up to far less than a complete body.
Until among the rubble, they find something strange. A crude pile of recently poured concrete.
The police suspected that the killer had poured the concrete over the woman's body.
For hours, crime scene investigators slowly chip away at the concrete, exposing more remains.
That's where your forensic scientists come into play. They're able to determine the height, able to tell the age of the woman, that type of thing.
But even the most experienced investigators are stunned at what they find when they lift the woman's skull from its concrete tomb.
A perfect face print was left in the cement.
Although her flesh had decayed, the concrete dried in an eerie cast of the dead woman's face.
There's no one missing in the small town of Ecorse that resembles the victim. But when local police reach out to neighboring Detroit, they find a possible match.
They're able to determine that this looks like Alicia McQueen. They're not sure, but it looks a lot like her.
How she was found also suggests the killer's identity.
The suspect used cement to bury the victim.
When Detroit detectives searched Gregory McQueen's truck, they found buckets with dried cement on them.
For detectives, it all adds up.
She has a pending case with him that she's the complaining witness on. He's the last person to see her, and her DNA is found in his vehicle.
I'm sure he had hoped that she would never be found and nobody would ever discover it.
All detectives need to do is prove that the body entombed in the cement is Alicia.
Body is badly decomposed, but they were able to get some skin cells from under the fingernails to make a comparison.
The results are conclusive.
The remains were Alicia's.
They were able to identify who she was.
Once the identification is made, detectives reach out to the family.
Alicia's family finally received the call they were dreading.
But while the news brings some closure, the family's nightmare is far from over.
How do you tell the children that their mother's never coming back? How do you tell the children what happened to their mother? How do you tell those same children that their father is the one responsible for taking her away?
While the family wrestles with what to tell the children, detectives gather the final clue they need for an arrest.
Because Gregory had been wearing his court-order ankle monitor, detectives were able to track his movement days after Alicia's disappearance.
On the night she disappeared, the GPS tether recorded that he'd gone straight home.
He was home by that time, on that day.
When Alicia disappeared, that seemed to give him a solid alibi.
But when detectives pull the monitor's records for the following day, will the results seem so innocent?
They gave detectives a pretty good idea of what Gregory was doing.
They track his movements to the very place where her body was recovered.
Stay tuned for more of the Fatal Attraction Podcast.
Thanks to the GPS tether around Gregory McQueen's ankle, detectives investigating the murder of his estranged wife Alicia have placed him at the crude concrete tomb where they found her body.
A lot of times criminals do not think things all the way through.
Did it not occur to him that although his ankle monitor showed him going home on the night of Alicia's disappearance, it would only be a matter of time before they searched a larger time frame?
Data from the monitor shows that on the day after Alicia disappeared, Gregory drove to the abandoned industrial site around 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
He was only there for a short time, so the detectives figured that's when he dumped the body.
Then, once it was dark, he returned to the same spot for several hours.
Detectives believe that he spent that time mixing the concrete and pouring it over Alicia's body.
Now that they know where the body was, all the pieces of this puzzle fell together, and that gives them probable cause to arrest him.
On October 5th, 2018, more than 6 months after Alicia disappeared, detectives take Gregory McQueen into custody on murder charges.
The most satisfying reward to me is when you can finally go and place that person under arrest so that they may be held accountable for what's happened.
As the case moves toward trial, the prosecutors are confident the evidence against Gregory is more than enough to secure a conviction.
It's circumstantial evidence, but it's very strong circumstantial evidence. And juries, from my experience, like to put pieces of a puzzle together.
Prosecutors plan to propose that on the evening of March 7th, 2018, Gregory violated the conditions of his bond by contacting Alicia.
Hey, Alicia, baby. What's going on? I needed to talk to you. I really want to show you how sorry I am.
Despite everything that Gregory had done, Alicia agreed.
But even as she walked down the street to meet Gregory, Alicia appeared to have second thoughts.
She initially lied and told her daughter she was going to the store. But she did send that last-minute text with the description of his truck.
Hey.
She was trying to communicate that she was coming in contact with Gregory.
Although after meeting up, Alicia may have thought they were on the road to reconciliation.
We know from the evidence that the two were intimate that night.
It's like old times, right?
Yeah.
I promise I'll be better from now on.
It was a lie.
Most domestic violence abusers don't change. It's difficult for them to change. They don't want to change. They want to control their loved ones.
However, Gregory also had an ulterior motive to meeting up with Alicia.
Gregory was desperate not to go to jail.
The assault and home invasion charges against him were still pending.
And Alicia was the only one who could identify him.
Gregory. What's wrong?
He killed her. It's assumed by strangulation.
Meeting up with her that night was just a ruse to get rid of her.
Gregory McQueen was a psychopath. To be able to kill your wife and then try to bury her body by covering it with cement shows that he had no regard for her as a person.
And that's still true in February of 2019, 4 months after Gregory's arrest on murder charges, when a guard ushers him and a fellow prisoner into a courthouse holding cell after their preliminary hearings.
It was a place where prisoners were held until they were transferred back to county jail.
But moments before the guard locks them in, Gregory makes a desperate move.
Gregory decided, with the help of another inmate, to make a run for it.
Gregory and the other inmate jump the guard and overpower him.
They grabbed his keys and locked him in the cell.
Come on!
Then the two escapees sneak out the back door of the courthouse. By then, court officers and detectives there for the hearing have learned of Gregory's escape and organize a pursuit.
He was a very dangerous man. He's in a desperate state of mind.
The other prisoners was in jail for carjacking. The detectives feared that they would try to commandeer a car.
Hey, stop!
As they ran, they tried to flag down a car.
But they don't get very far before detectives and bailiffs are able to catch up to them.
One of the officers tackled the carjacker, while one of the detectives cornered Gregory.
Thankfully, he was caught.
All the way down! All the way down!
The escape attempt a dismal failure. Gregory's lawyer approaches prosecutors about a possible plea.
If he's convicted of first-degree murder, he would be facing life without the possibility of parole.
Michigan does not have the death penalty.
He could also be facing additional charges from assaulting the guard.
The prosecutors are open to cutting a deal if the family agrees.
The family members have to give their approval for something like this.
A murder trial, it can be very exhausting. The family has to relive what happened. It can be devastating.
If he pleads guilty, there's not going to be a trial. We can guarantee that he's going to go away to prison for a long time.
After much deliberation, the family agrees to the plea deal.
They want to put things behind them.
In April of 2019, Gregory McQueen pleads guilty to second-degree murder.
Gregory McQueen received a plea deal. He accepted 27 to 40 years in prison.
27 to 40 years in the Michigan Department of Corrections on murder 2. For mutilation of a dead body, 5 to 10 years in the Michigan Department of Corrections to run concurrent.
He has to serve 27 years before he's eligible for parole, and he can serve up to 40.
But no amount of prison time will ever make up for the life he took.
From the people that I speak to, it doesn't really matter if they got life, if they got 2 days, it doesn't bring the person back.
Whatever happens to Gregory is not going to bring Alicia back. And he's still the kid's father. I don't know if he's going to ever have a relationship with the children again, but the kids have essentially lost both their parents.
Imagine being a kid and your mom will never be waking you up, tucking you in at night, and to know it was because of your father, it's devastating.
Abuse is never okay. If you or someone you love is in an abusive relationship, there is help available. Call the Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE.
At times, our intuition guides us as we navigate the complicated waters of love. Warning signs become more noticeable when someone we care about reveals hidden motives, serving as important alerts. Alicia McQueen, a beloved mother, was tragically taken from us too soon. Her heartbreaking story illustrates the many forms of malevolence, leaving her children to face a world forever changed without her. The love she inspired will continue to resonate in the hearts of those who knew her, ensuring that she is always remembered. Coming up on the next episode of the Fatal Attraction Podcast.
She had a passion for teaching.
She definitely connected with kids.
She was a giver. She loved children.
And when she met the man of her dreams, her life seemed complete.
They had a beautiful baby girl. They were happy. She had what she needed and wanted.
Until her happiness ended in a hail of gunfire.
Blood everywhere.
Violence unexpectedly erupts one night in the vibrant city of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, as gunshots ring out, forever changing the life of a young mother. Caught in a whirlwind of chaos, she becomes a victim. Was she deliberately targeted, or was it simply a matter of chance that placed her in the line of fire? Tune in to the next episode of the Fatal Attraction Podcast. We will see you in the next episode.